Skip Bayless, the Lions are good because they have Megatron. And Stafford can throw the football. Reggie Bush can catch the football out of the backfield. We know they've got some weapons. They've got a lot of size at their wide receiver spot as well. They can throw it up and get that. We understand that. Defensively, they're not stellar, but they're solid. But this was about the New York Giants and how awful and pathetic and putrid they are. I am a fan of Jerry Reese, the GM for the New York Giants. I am worried about his job. 4 times in the last 5 years, the New York Giants have missed the playoffs. They've got a Super Bowl. They've got 2 Super Bowls since 2007. The rest of the years, they don't make the playoffs, excluding 1, I believe. When I look at it from that perspective, and I see the level of talent or lack thereof that's on that field, I have to look at the general manager. I know that Tom Coughlin can coach. I know that he's arguably a Hall of Famer with 2 Super Bowl rings. I know that he's a workhorse, that the work ethic that he has, the health, the vibrancy, the passion is unrivaled as far as I'm concerned. And at his age, I think it's absolutely remarkable. But if I think that there also needs to be some looking into Tom Coughlin, it's simply for the reason that sometimes there's a new voice and a new face that's needed.
Yep.
Regardless of how productive and competent and gifted you may be, certain times an organization, the players, a city needs a different face and a different voice. And I'm starting to get that feel for the New York Giants. I'm also looking at Eli Manning. He's regressing. He's still pouting when he makes mistakes. He's still pouting when things don't go his way. He's the consummate professional, very, very good guy. I'm fond of him as a person. Clearly not in his brother's class. And all around you, they have no running game. Their passing game is suspect. Their offense seems out of sync. It puts more pressure on the defense. They're just not a good football team. I could be wrong, but they started off 0-6 last year for a reason. And to me, It wouldn't surprise me at all if they started out almost as bad this year. They're just not a good football team, it appears. I think the Giants would be lucky to win 5 games.
That could win the NFC East, by the way. Right?
I doubt it.
Something we'll discuss.
Now with the Eagles in there.
We will discuss that later. Stephen A. Smith, I got to defend your New York Football Giants in one area. I think defensively, they're not bad. They got some players on defense, JPP and Beeson, and then that secondary, DRC and Antrell Roll and Prince. Those are some pretty good players back there.
I'm not trying to say they're bad. I'm trying to say the offense is so bad it puts more pressure on them. And you can only do but so much. I know the defense is respectable.
It's respectable, which is why, to answer Doug's original question, I'm going to go that it was more about explosive Lions than awful or putrid, to use your word, Giants. Because the Detroit Lions put up 417 yards on that defense. I'm impressed because I think we were both impressed going into the year. We both said Detroit will make the playoffs as a wild card team out of that division that we both picked Green Bay to win.
Yeah.
Their offense is going to roll up points on everybody they play this year. Everybody. And unless they self-destruct, which they have that gene in them, that self-destruction gene in them. They seem to.
Golden
Tate,
like
that
nice
helps.
Acquisition.
Yeah, it's nice. Defensively, they are ordinary at best to me, the Lions. So on the flip side of the coin, we're back to Eli. 3 times now, he has led the National Football League in interceptions, which is mind-boggling to me. But the first 2 times, he got away with it because he came right back the next year after leading the league in interceptions and led the Giants on some improbable, if not lucky, Super Bowl roll. Twice after leading the league in interceptions, they went and won the Super Bowl over the New England Patriots. How? We can debate how many times he closed his eyes and threw it, but that's okay. The point is that I kept telling you, how many years can he do that? Well, now what is he, 34, coming off ankle surgery? It ain't happening this time because that looked like last year's Eli. That looked like, and we happened to be on the phone at a moment last night, we were chatting, when Eli threw his second interception, and I said, that looked like Romo, right? I mean, that's how bad it looked like Romo on Sunday with his 3 interceptions in the first quarter and a half of that game at Jerry World. So if Eli has gone south for whatever reason, he's just sort of forgetting how to play quarterback. He's just in a slump. He was just a little off much of the night. even the passes he completed last night, I'd say, how did he get that in that crack? Like there are 4 defensive hands and it somehow gets to the tight end. I don't know where the tight end that Donnell even came from, Grambling. You know, like, okay, is that what you're down to that? Really?
Isn't the new offensive coordinator supposed to solve this, though?
You know what? It's bad. McAdoo hasn't looked impressive thus far. Despite them being I've never seen a team undefeated in preseason.
Yeah, that's right.
That got so much criticism because of how they looked en route to being undefeated in preseason. The Giants were 5-0 in the preseason, and you looked at them and said, "My God, they're awful."
Because
Literally.
their scrubs beat the other scrubs in the second half.
Right.
I mean, that's really what it boiled down to.
Just looked at them. No continuity, no cohesion whatsoever. It's a problem. It's a problem. And I don't listen. The defense can make things happen, and the defense can make things interesting. But whatever they're doing in installing a more up-tempo West Coast style of offense in New York City, it doesn't appear to be working for the New York Giants. It really, really doesn't. And they've got to fix it quick because the defense is respectable.
It's respectable.
And if the offense could do anything, I think the Giants will have a shot at winning the division. The problem is you have no reason to have any faith in the New York Giants offense based on what you've seen the preseason and last night's game.